morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Welcome to, it looks like they're going to be digging holes in the front street, Winnipeg. Yeah, right now there's a tractor out there and they've got little flags all over the place indicating where the water lines are. They got a problem with the water here on our street. Well, our street is probably, I've been here for like 40 years, and this house was 12 years old when I moved in. So this area is, 50 years or more old. So we have a real problem here in Winnipeg because of the frost expanding and contracting the ground. The pipes eventually give out, and every once in a while, especially around where there's maybe a fire hydrant or something like that, in the wintertime, we'll have an unexpected and very unwanted water break, and you'll have a skating rink on your street. Now, there seems to be a problem just down in the corner there, not immediately in front of my house, fortunately, yet. However, I've got a feeling that they're going to be digging up a lot of this area and replacing the little valves that come into each individual house. Because I understand the complaint was that when the crew came by to work on shut off somebody's water for some reason, they couldn't get up the valve. It had gotten itself buried. So anyway, I think they're probably going to be digging up again. Remember, was it last year they were digging up to put through the cable for the fiber optics for the internet? Anyway, yeah, all right. Enough about the city waterworks. No, our sunrise this morning was uneventful. It was just a nice plain sunrise into a clear sky. So, and I did not see the walkers. Now, I didn't spend a lot of time looking. I've got a lot of other things that I want to get done here. I don't want to be wasting time like I do in the wintertime when I got nothing else to do. So, yeah, I got to get my bike box finished. And I would say I am maybe probably half finished. I got the other wall done yesterday, so I got the two sides finished, which were the hardest and the most time consuming. Even though I made a mistake on the one side, I'll be able to remedy that, and I will show you in detail exactly what happened. I'll take my camera out there, and when it comes to putting things together, and I'll show you what I cut too short. Chris from Pebble Creek, he was saying I need a 2x4 stretcher. Well, I wonder, would the 2x4 stretcher work on plywood, Kevin? I mean, Chris? Did I say Kevin from Pebble Creek? Maybe I had Kevin on my mind because he sent me a link to a very interesting video that Ryan Samansky just recently put out about how these Iowa class models, like the Trumpeters, for instance, Trumpeters, Missouri and Iowa, the Iowa is the one I built. Apparently, they are missing a very important part, which is part of the keel. And anyway, that was interesting. Yeah, I probably got my viewers mixed up, and I apologize. Anyway, yeah. So I almost feel like reshooting this, but I don't do retakes. You're just gonna have to listen to me muddle through it. Okay, now speaking of bike boxes, about a week ago, I guess it was, when Anna from Bill's Cycle sent the photos of my bike. Now that the seat and passenger pegs have been removed, I emailed her back and I asked something to the effect of, okay, now what is the bottom line? Like, how much now do I owe you? So she told me how much it was, and I said I e-transferred her for the balance, and So my bike is all paid for. I could go out there right now and pick it up. Uh, but but what I noticed afterwards is that the amount that she said I owed was exactly what they had told me way back months ago. So in other words, they didn't charge me anything for taking the seat and the pegs off. And I thought, wow, what a great customer service that is. And I don't think it's a case of they forgot. I think they just chose to do that for me as a customer service. I mean, they don't take themselves off. Somebody actually had to go in there with a wrench and, and actually do it. And even though I know what basically has to be done, it still has to be done. It's time consuming. So they took their time and did that. And you guys out there at Bill's Cycle, thanks. I appreciate that. You're good guys. I hope that maybe somebody here in Winnipeg here's my talking about you, and maybe you'll get a sale over it. That's my hope. There's at least one person here in Winnipeg that watches the model ship. But whether or not they're interested in a bike or not, I don't know. Anyhow, enough trying to plug somebody that maybe doesn't need plugging. Anyway, what have we got going on here? Yesterday, we glued this piece onto this piece, and if you remember, my concern was that the angle this way might not be right, and that's why I put it on this, you might call it a template, to make sure that when the glue actually hardened, it was going to be hardened in the right place. So right now, this is basically done. What we've got to do here now, it looks to me, okay, we've got the K13 drop down. We've got, can you see it there? Okay, the K13 is dropped down. The this back piece is on. This piece here is glued onto the bottom. It looks like the most logical way to go. The most logical way to go would be to glue this module, this piece here, down onto this. At least that seems to me to be the best way to go here. And then the other parts, over like these, they're going to plug into places here. And then if you remember here, it says install first. Now, does that mean I guess it means put this on first before you put this rear bulkhead on. I think that's what they're talking about. I guess I'm going to have to just steady this, because I don't want to glue something together and then find out that you can't get another part in. And I think that's what they're trying to tell us here, where it says install first, that this piece here should go in before you put this on. That's what I'm getting out of it. Okay. Anyway, let's carefully now do something with this. I think this is going to be fairly strong now. It's not going to break off, and I don't think it really matters how I set it down. Okay, let's see if we can't do some. What time we got here? 8:57. If I quit at 9 o'clock, I got 2.5 minutes to do something. No, I think maybe I'll wait till 10 o'clock today. There is on the bike box, there is the roof is done, because the roof is a full sheet of plywood, a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood. At least that's what they said it was when I bought it. But then when I got home and measured it, it was nowhere near 3/4 of an inch thick. It was closer to 5/8 than 3/4. But anyway, we've been down that road before. And at least the half-inch stuff we bought was pretty close. However, yeah, the roof is finished. It just has to be screwed down. It'll be the last thing to go on, probably. No, I guess the door will be. Anyway, so maybe today I'll make the door. Because the door is basically the front of the box. Yeah. And then I've got to work on making up something that's going to, I was going to say compensate. Compensate the fact that I cut my plywood too short. That's going to take me a while. I'm going to do that down in the workshop. It's going to be, doesn't matter. Okay, we are just not getting anywhere here, and the mouth's flapping, and oh my goodness. Missy the dog should be by here pretty soon. Yeah, doesn't she look nice now that she's got her hair cut? Anyway, let's recompose here, and I think we're going to be moving over into this section right here. I really do. I can't see anything else to do here. We did it. Slowly, we're getting there. Slowly. In spite of the fact that I do way too much talking. Okay, now. Trying not to get into my own light here. We had used this one here as the template to line up the bottom piece here. Now we are going to be using, it looks like everything is supposed to be mounted onto this part right here. And this piece here, which says install first, I think they mean install it before you put this piece on, which is this piece. The reason being, if I put this on now, okay, and it goes wrong way. Oh no, I had it right the first time. Okay. Okay, that's in place. Yeah, if I was to put it, it says install first, but if I put it on, it's going to make it really awkward to install some of these other items which have to plug in down here. So I think it just means install first before you put this end on. At least that's what I think is happening. So I think that what we should be doing is mounting this part here in place. Now, careful how I grab it. Now, let's be careful not to break anything off here. Okay, so these two square pegs go in those two slots. I'm hoping that I did not get this little gray thing that I'm almost touching here by the fire extinguisher too close down, and it's not going to want to fit. If it won't go, then I will trim it later. Now, oh, I see. Okay, you know what? It just fell into place here. Everything just dropped into place. Nothing is binding. Yeah, everything looks really good. So I'm pleased about that. Now I think that what I should do now is take some extra thin and just put it along here, and also right along here, and just sort of meld this rear bulkhead to this module. I'll reposition here, and then we'll let that glue dry. I often just rotate something so that you will have perspective of what's going to happen here, or what's going on. And what we are going to do is we're just going to allow the extra thin to wick its way underneath the places that are making contact. I think afterwards I will... Okay, we are going to be viewing this thing from the other side. In other words, we will be viewing it in from this side here. So I'm going to try and do as much as I can for applying the glue onto this side, because when the paint has a tendency to... Okay, now let's see what happens when you can't see it, but on the top of this thing I'm going to be putting pressure. It looks like it's going to want to... any kind of melding going on there. You know, I'm wondering if in a case like this I might be better off using the hypodermic needle to apply the glue, because I want to get lots in there. Okay, now we're going to have to turn this just a little bit. I know you're going to be in the shadows here. And right here, I do believe we are not going to be able to see. Okay, let's kind of wiggle this around here. Yeah, I can see that there's quite a bit of glue in there. All right, now we're going to turn this and try and get some right in there. Now I don't need to be gluing everywhere where there is... Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it sort of pooling. That's going to work its way in, and it's going to make a nice strong contact. So we're going to have basically like a tripod. It's going to be basically... Okay, here, and maybe should I try and put any underneath there? No, I don't know if I got enough on this. Does it look like it's coming out from underneath there? Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, I think that this is going to... I'm pressing down on the top now. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put a weight on the top of this whole apparatus here. Just let me recompose the camera. Good morning. And good morning, Missy. Look at you. Look at you. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to get in a little closer and not step on your poor little feet. Yeah. Oh, for heaven's sakes. For heaven's sakes.
Isn't she silky?
Very silky. Yeah, very silky. And she feels warm. So, I guess her haircut, she seems to be eating them a lot better. She's just getting right into them now, aren't you? You're just getting right into them. I'm going to have to start giving you whole ones. There's a little piece right there. There it is. Yeah. You got it? Yeah, you got it all. You got it all. You got it all. Yes, you got it all. You got a leaf in your mouth. Okay, well, I got to work on the bike box today.
Looks like a gorgeous day.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Yeah.
I'm going to head out to the gym this morning. If I feel real ambitious, I might cycle the ground. So you got a little correcting to do today, eh?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so while I was recomposing here, our little friend Missy came to the door. Now, this is the plan. I think if I can set this like this. Now, for those of you who are wondering, this is a 500 gram weight. Now, if you happen to live in that country that refuses to go metric, this is just a little over a pound. Okay, I think this will help. Yeah, I think this will help. Okay, I'm going to call her quits here. What time have we got here? I can't see the clock. Oh, 9:37. Okay. Okay, I pretended I couldn't see the clock. All right, 9:37. Yeah, I'm going to call her quits. I want to get at my bike box, and it's a beautiful day out there. I noticed that the tractor has gone from the front yard, so I don't need to worry about them digging a hole in my lawn. All being well, this should all meld together very, very strong. I don't think there's any need to be trying to glue anywhere else other than the 3 points that we did. And in fact, I can well imagine that here on where the deck meets the bulkhead, that is probably glued all the way along. When this dries, it's not going to break apart. Okay, I think we've done pretty good here. Well, sort of. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.